Hey everybody, this is Pastor Steve, and I'm coming to you today to share with you a little bit of my heart. My desire as a pastor at Southeast Church of the Nazarene is to be able to come alongside all who are willing and desiring to draw closer to God. A key component to that, in my belief, is the idea of small groups. You know, getting together with a group of like-minded followers of Christ and living life together. Serving life together in their communities and supporting one another in a group. You know, we all go through a lot of different things, and so I believe it's vitally important that we have people in our lives that we can turn to that will help sharpen us to live our lives for God. And so I'm coming to you for help because, you know, there's been a lot of attempts on my part to try to figure all of this out on my own, to try to come up with the different programs and different ideas to help people. And, you know, a lot of times as I have tried this on my own, I have experienced difficulty because I was trying to do it on my own. I would come up with an idea and then I would try to implement that idea and try to have to explain that idea to everybody. And a lot of times it didn't work all that well. So I'm trying to change it up a little bit, and I am wanting to come to all of you for your input, for your advice, for your insight into what we can do, how we can become a better church that serves the needs of the people, how we can do a better job at coming alongside you to help you grow in your faith. I believe there are 4 components to this thing called discipleship that help us to draw closer to God and closer to one another. There is personal worship time, you know, just getting together, getting alone with God, and spending time alone in your personal devotional time, that personal worship time. But there's also corporate worship. It's vitally important that we are faithful to gather each week with other fellow believers in worship and corporate worship and prayer and praise to God. But then there is the small group component where we are getting together with just a few Christians or a small group of fellow believers and interacting and centering our lives together around the Word, the Scriptures, and exploring what the Word means. How do we apply it to our lives? But then in service. And so those 4 components, personal worship time, corporate worship time, small group time, and serving together, I believe are 4 components that we need in this thing we call discipleship. And so what I have done is I've put together a little survey that I want all of you, if you're willing, to take time to read through and to respond to. I want to hear from you and what your thoughts are about how we can work together to make Southeast a more vibrant church that helps people in their journey and how to live for Christ and how to serve Christ and how to better serve one another. So I'm asking you to take some time and sit down, read the questions in the survey that I'm providing all of you, and fill that out and hand it back into the church. And I look forward to hearing from all of you as we endeavor to make Southeast the church that we long to have and be a part of. Thank you, and God bless.